Hi golfers, Nick here for Untitled Golf. It's Friday, so welcome to another lesson on golf tips. This week on golf tips, we're going to talk about lag in the golf swing. I've got the lag shot trainer here. We're going to be talking about how you can use this to help you improve your lag in the golf swing and improve your ball striking. Also in this video today, we're going to take a look at one of my students that used this for the first time, the difference it made for her golf swing to help her play better golf and hopefully help you golfers out there play better golf. Lagging that club as it comes back, so we're just starting off these short swings here. First up, golfers, we're going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes that I see in the golf swing and the differences between what the best players do and the highest handicappers. I've got Ishika here as my model swing, and you can see at position 6 where the shaft is parallel how much wider the gap is on her previous swing on the left hand side compared to the latest one on the right hand side. So this position's key. This is pretty much where the club is traveling the fastest in the golf swing, and when you take a look at the best players, they have their hips forward, their weight forward, their lower body, and their hands kind of covering the right leg from this position. This helps them compress the golf ball, hit down, and control the club face. Now, one of the biggest issues I see are golfers that cast, and golfers that cast are ones that throw the club head out, comes down on a wider kind of arc, leads to inconsistencies at low point, hitting the ground behind the golf ball, adding loft to the shot, and making it a lot harder to control the club face. So in this lesson, we worked on this position, and with Ishika, because her club was so wide here, she had to really lean her upper body here to hit the ground far enough forward. So this was just leading into kind of very inconsistent low point control. It leads into the arms flexing as you go through. The more you move the upper body down and forward, there's less space to keep the arm straight. So overall, just makes it very difficult to control the club head as it comes into the ball, and also the body movement and the arms in the finish. So now we're going to take a look at some club data of someone that kind of casts the golf club. It's very difficult to control this at first as you come down when you're first learning golf, because the club head weighs quite a lot and it naturally just wants to go. So you've got to kind of fight against that by using your hips and your wrists as you come down. So this was kind of Ishika's original swing where the hands are very wide here, just moving the upper body forward. So I'm going to try and replicate that as best I can. So as she came through, she was really leaning her body forward. She'd cast her wrist too early, the handle was back, and even though I moved that far forward with my upper body, I still hit up on the golf ball, so I still hit 1 degree up there. So that's going to cause inconsistencies with contact, so I'm adding too much loft onto the club. I've added way too much loft there. I've got about 30 degrees of loft, even though my head's that far forward. So if I didn't move my head that far forward, I'd have even more loft, even more issues with low point control. And like I said, it just makes it harder to release the club, swing at speed as you swing into the golf ball. So the best players at position 6 here, this is the point where the club's traveling the fastest. The hands are over the leg, the weight's to the left, and then from there they can really compress the golf ball as they come through. So I'll show you how it should be done as we come into the ball here. So I'm going to try and get that feeling of the hips forward, delaying this lag as it comes down into the golf swing to see if I can compress the golf ball a bit better. This is kind of how it should be done. So completely different strike on that. Makes it much easier to control the club face when you do that. So my launch there was a little bit lower. My path there was a couple of degrees into out. I actually hit a bit too much down on that, but I had less loft on the face. Felt different, felt controlled with the club face as it came through, much easier to control. So that's what we're trying to do. So we're going to talk now about the changes and the feels that we gave Ishika to help her improve this position. The first thing we did was give Ishika this lag shot. You can see it's quite a wobbly club head. It's got a very flexible shaft. It's got a quite heavy head in relationship to the shaft. It's got a nice big grip here. Looks pretty cool. Okay, and the first thing is to really try and give a feel for this in the swing. Now, guys, for this video here, I'm actually doing a promo on this at the moment. There's going to be a discount code. I'll put that in the link in the description below. But if you want to get hold of one of these, we can get a 15% discount. So I'll put the details in below. So the idea for this club is to really get a feel for the club head and the wrists as you swing. So you can see it's very flexible. Now the drills that I worked with Ishika here was really to start with is just a short backswing and then really feel like the club lags behind as she comes down and then releases through. At first I was kind of holding a head position because she had to try and coordinate these two things, because by leaning too far forward, that's going to, if you create the right lag, it's going to get very steep into the swing. Like I said, doesn't have space there for her arm. So we just started off with some practice swings first. So kind of short swings, really like lagging it back. I'm hitting like quite far forward here on the ground, so really short swings, short practice swings. You can see this club really bending back here. As I do this, it's really giving me that feeling of that club lagging in behind me so I can get my wrist in the right position to control the low point. So if I hit a shot here, those are the drills that we started with, just short swings. Really feel like lagging that back, trying to get my hands over my leg at this point as much as I can. So let's try and hit one. Okay, so I could really feel that sharp bending, the compression on the golf ball as I came into impact. So that was kind of the feeling. So we hit plenty of shots doing that. Now, you have to make sure your hips move forward, bend that club back, and hit through. But for Ishika here, we're really trying to get that feeling for a wrist here, legging that club as it comes back. So we're just starting off these short swings here as we swung through. So once we practiced with that, we then went back to the 7-iron. So after that practice with the lag club, as soon as you pick up a club, you just really feel the difference in the weight here. But the idea is you're getting that same kind of sensation and feel. So I'm trying to really feel that club lag behind. Obviously feels very different with the lag shot, which I think is really good. It gives you a really good feel to kind of get this movement right in the golf swing. But I like to kind of mix it up a little bit. Don't just want to stick to one, I want to try and mix it up with some iron shots as well. So this was the next step. Short swings again, same feel as we came down. And like I said, I was trying to hold a head position and just really trying almost like left arm to right arm parallel on the finish, really just trying to get the feel for this. So this made a big difference in the kind of compression and the loft on the club face. So we hit plenty of shots like this, short ones, just really feeling like that club lagging back. Okay, that felt great as I came through there. So big different sensation to what she had at the beginning. And then as you can see, I'm holding her head. This is important, right? Trying to do these combination of things, and this something needs work, but if you can keep your head stable, create the right lag, move the hips forward, it's definitely going to help you kind of compress the ball, hit the ball further and straighter. Then at the end, we kind of started to incorporate that feel into full swing. So now I'm going to try and do kind of a full swing here, but same sort of sensation and feel. And like I said, trying to make sure I keep moving my hips forward and my head as I go through, so I don't lean into it as I go through. It just gives you so much more space there to keep my arm straight. So there you have it, guys. Amazing swing change there from Ishika. I thought she did amazing. Hopefully it's given her the right feeling for her to keep improving over the next few weeks. And she's a new golfer. She's been playing about 2 months, and we've made some amazing changes, and you can see how much she's improved in this lesson. Hopefully she'll keep improving. So guys, like I said, Lag Shot Golf, if you're interested in one of these, 15% discount with this video link in the description below. There's some details there. If you're from the US, you just click on the link. If you're from outside the US, you need to put in the discount code at the checkout to get your discount on one of these, but definitely highly recommend it if you want to create a bit more lag in the swing, improve your ball striking, distance, and controlling that low point. It's definitely going to help you improve your goals. Thanks for watching, golfers. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've used one of these or need to improve your lag or any comments on that, post in the box below. If you don't already, please follow me on my other social media platforms, and I'll see you again next week for another video.